Nintendo, we need these things in Mario Kart World. Yeah, I think that we would really benefit from these things in Mario Kart World to make this game truly the best game on Switch 2. So the first thing that we need in Mario Kart World, it's gotta be a classic race button when you play online. So instead of being forced to do the intermission tracks, you can click on this button that would allow you to just do simple 3 race loops. Okay. So the next thing that we probably need in Mario Kart World, it's gotta be some players in free roam. Okay, so hear me out. Now we know that Mario Kart World is essentially like Forza Horizon. And you know what Forza Horizon has that this game doesn't have? Players to traverse the world with you. So what you can essentially add, Nintendo, is to add players, like actual real players that you can have the option if you want to connect just solo play, or if you want to connect online so you can drive around with a whole bunch of random people from across the world. Because overall, I think that would be really cool. Okay. So the next thing that we need in Mario Kart World is gotta be more tracks. Now I know what you're saying. A new island? Now that would be cool, but I don't think we're gonna need that right now. This island that we're on is pretty cool in verse and really great. But the thing is, you just add more tracks, add more courses. Now, I know there's a lot of intermission tracks, but there's only about 32 real race tracks. But there is a lot of different places that you can go inside of the open world that essentially represent a track. So, since this game is probably partially just drive off the land, just make like a couple checkpoints, a little bit of checkpoints, a blue road or something like that, that you just drive your car and boop, 3 laps. You can do a whole bunch of 3 laps inside of, off-road or something like that. That would make the game so special. Like, don't you agree? You can just take a whole bunch of random courses and then just drive around in a lap. And even if you're going off-road, who cares? Because half the game is off-road anyways. So yeah, that would be really cool. Okay. So the next thing that we need is more things to do inside of free roam. Alright, so I know what you're thinking. If you've played the game for like probably 10, 20, 50 hours, yeah, let's just go with 50 hours, you probably completed the free roam by now, unless you completely skipped over free roam and you were just having fun racing. What if we added some more things inside of free roam to do? Now, not only could we see more players, but maybe could we see more buttons, more challenges, more things inside of free roam that would allow players to have a better experience. And maybe another thing that we could add is the vehicles. Now, the vehicles in free roam are cool, but they only last for a certain amount of time. What if you could just make them last forever? Like, honestly, I think that would be the greatest thing ever, especially if you need to go from point A to point B and you don't feel like fast traveling. Well, guess what? You can just hop in your plane and fly across the world, or a UFO, There's a secret of a UFO, which is pretty interesting. You can fly a UFO for a little bit. The next things we've got to add is the bonus boost things, the bonus stats on your cars. So there's actually bonus stats that the game doesn't tell you. If the game tells you how fast my car goes, how fast my acceleration is, how good my weight is, why in the world is there not just how fast all the other stuff, the mini turbos and the jump boost and how fast it goes off land and on water? Why doesn't it show me that? Like, please, just show me the hidden stats, and then I could truly make the best combo for online play. Like, don't you think? Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Another thing that we need is balloon battle upgrades. So, Mario Kart World has a pretty, let's just say here, bad balloon battle. Okay, I said it. Battle. So the battle system in this game, you only have 2 modes to select from. Coin runners and balloon battles. And balloon battles kind of sucks, because if you play balloon battles with someone that's better than you, well, guess what? You're getting squished in 20 seconds and you have to wait 2 minutes. So that right there kind of sucks. Hopefully Nintendo can fix something like that and we can see just the normal balloon battle. And also, maybe we can see all of the returning game modes from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like the, the balloon battles, the bombs. We also had the trap one. I completely forget the names of these things, but the trap one, and also we had the Starshine one. And maybe we can add even more things. Like maybe hide and go seek and prop hunt. Yep, you heard it here and now. But hide and go seek and prop hunt in Mario Kart World would be really cool, because then It allows players to experience the game in different ways. This game is supposed to be a weird representation of Mario Kart, and why not make it the weirdest representation of Mario Kart by adding prop hunt, by adding a whole bunch of things. Now, how prop hunt would work, you would just, play with a whole bunch of different players, like 20 players or something. Then one player is the person with a giant shovel or something. You have to run into people, and the people have what is known as a prop button, and all you have to do is run into our prop button bumper. You run into a tree or something and you become the tree. You run into a picnic table, you become the picnic table. There is a boundary around these things, so not everyone can just go across the map and you can have a fun time. But the point is, you would have to survive for 2 minutes, and every single 20 seconds or so, 10 seconds, you would hear a beep, and this time along, it'd be a car alarm. You hear beep, beep, something like that. You bring it, Nintendo. I would love to see some prop hunt inside of Mario Kart World. And another thing that we would like to see is game modes. So game modes. Every single week, we should have different game modes. Like maybe one game mode would be Bullet Royale. Now, of course, inside of online play, you don't have to pick this. This will be a separate game mode itself. But if you wanted to, it could be called Bullet Rally or something like that. Which the point of the thing is everyone has bullets or something like that. Now, I know this probably wouldn't be the funnest thing in the world, but what about all blue shells? What about all red shells? Something like that. What about a mystery item or the Kamali orb that everyone can't get their hands? They can't make their own character. They can't even, get the character, whatever. Bring some game modes. Fun game modes. I kind of suck at making game mode ideas, but I'm really good at making other ideas. But yeah, this is what we need. Okay. So I know what you're thinking here. Mii's. Yep, that's what you're thinking. Probably totally thinking about Mii's, right? So, Mii's. We need to see the return of Mii's because the customization in Mii's were endless. And maybe we can add stores inside the free roam so then you can drive around, spend your hard-earned coins, and get Mii character skins. And also different costumes for spending your gold coins, which originally was a thought how you unlock different coins, but I guess not. Nintendo, please bring this. And also going to the supermarket to get yourself a burger would be pretty cool in this game. Yeah, so, okay. I'm getting ahead of myself here. But another thing that we need is more animals. You know what I'm saying here? More animals in Mario Kart World? Yes, that right there is a thumbs up for me, Nintendo. Can we please see it? Please? Okay. Now, this is the goofiest video I've ever made. But I'm here, I'm so excited about Mario Kart World, and I want to see these things return. A championship mode. So, you know how we have just standard play, you level up, and then you finally have skill-based matchmaking at some point? Why not some random tournament rank mode, where actually it depends if your rank is high and your rank is low. You get different trophies for that. I know Mario Kart is pretty much just, a family game. Or is it? If you look at a game like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, everyone in there is a professional player. And me, I suck at the game. So what if we saw some tournament-based matchmaking? Like, you can play a tournament and have fun and win rewards. So then it rewards the players that are actually good at the game. Man, that's a spot-on idea, am I right, Nintendo? That's a spot-on, bang-on idea for Mario Kart World. Wowzers. Who would have never thought about that? Okay. What if you can be an animal in Mario Kart World? No, I'm serious here. Like if you put on the cow, what if you could just get out of your car and just start running around? I think that would be the coolest thing ever because it's called Mario Kart World for a reason. Now I know what you're thinking. It's called Mario Kart World, so shouldn't you be in the car? No. You're driving the car. But what if you can get out and explore? Because there's a lot of different P-buttons. There's a lot of different coins that are up on some mountain. But if you jumped out of your car, for example, and started walking away and doing the boogie, doing the strolling, and you eventually got yourself the coin, don't you think that right there would be a great way to get some coins? Am I right? This is the weirdest thing ever. But yeah, I like it. And maybe you should too. Okay. Enough of this weird freaking conversation. You know what's not weird? A radio station. Yep, we got this. A radio station in Mario Kart World would be pretty cool. And you know what else is pretty cool? Our sponsor to today's, hit the subscribe button, please. Yep. Our sponsor is today's subscribe button. So hit the subscribe button. That's completely up to you. It's completely free, and everyone loves subscribe buttons, am I right? So just like hit that subscribe button right there where Mario's telling you to hit the subscribe button. You better hit the subscribe button. I mean, I don't want to be too direct here, but hey, if you made it this far in the video, you love this style of goofy content. Yep, that's why I'm here. I'm the slinkiest of content. Ugh, we gotta end this. We gotta end this. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. You made me, you make my day even better. I hope your day's even better for watching this. Hope your day, honestly. Yeah. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one. Man, I make terrible intros. I mean, terrible outros. Yeah, that one.